Emotions run high in the state capitol as a permit policy puts protesters and state officials at odds.
And News 3 is getting answers. Are recall petition circulators being paid to gather signatures? That story is first tonight at 6. It is a question being raised repeatedly by the governor. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson.
And I'm Eric Franke. Thanks for joining us. News 3 political reporter Jessica Arp finds out if there's any proof that recall petition circulators are actually being paid. Jess?
Well, the groups running the recall say adamantly that they aren't, but the governor keeps saying that if they are, it's no wonder they have thousands of signatures. It's a cold and lonely job for Charles Uphoff.
Have you signed the petition before?
No.
Okay.
Who gathered just a handful of recall signatures in an Oregon park.
Part of the problem we're facing, I think, is saturation. We have just had an awful lot of people who've already signed.
But this isn't his first day on the clipboard.
I'm involved with a local group of volunteers, Oregon Area Progressives, and we've had signature signing parties, so to speak, at the Triangle Park downtown. We had, I think, 568 signatures that were collected in a little over 2 hours a couple weeks ago.
Lately, the man Uphoff is trying to recall is casting doubt on the motives of petition circulators. The governor telling News 3 he believes enough signatures will be gathered because people are being paid.
I've assumed all along that between activists and paid circulators, if they paid enough people, they'd ultimately be able to get that number.
So we followed up with the governor. Does he have proof?
I haven't talked to any of the circulators, not at all. I'm just, my assertion was if they do what they did in Ohio, which was they paid circulators along with activists, and they got over 500,000, well, they got close to 1 million there in a state about twice our size. If they do that, they'd be more than likely to get enough to get on the ballot.
But United Wisconsin and the Democratic Party assert they're not paying anyone except supervisory staff.
I'm not aware of people paying petition signature gatherers. I mean, I can tell you from the party's perspective that we are, focused on making sure that our 24,000 volunteers are doing everything right, are abiding with all of the laws and collecting signatures properly.
And what about Uphoff? Is he on a payroll?
I'm not being paid, no. Not at all. I run into a lot of volunteers who've been putting in lots of hours collecting signatures of totally volunteer time. I haven't run into a paid circulator yet, so I don't know what he's talking about.
We should note that paying recall circulators is not illegal. In fact, the Republican Party of Wisconsin paid a Colorado company to bring in petition circulators during this summer's Senate recall elections. The Government Accountability Board said today that they have received no complaints or contact from anyone about any circulators being paid at this point.
All right, Jess, thanks a lot.